Here comes Jasmine Ellis. There she is. Yeah, I knew you'd make it.
What is up? How are y'all doing? Hi. I'm so excited to perform here. I really am. I'm actually like not originally from Austin. I'm fairly new here, and I've been here long enough that I feel like I should fit in. But there's still like two things that I think are always gonna keep me from making sense here as a person. I don't smoke weed. I don't. Right? I felt, you guys are like, I wanted to be her friend, but no. I lost you all in that. It's just not my thing. Like, trust me, I've tried. Because I feel like all of my heroes have like been artists and people that smoke weed, and they have these great epiphanies and these moments when they smoke weed, and their life changes for the better. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I smoked weed, and then I sat in a bathtub for 3 hours, watching my fingers wrinkle, and I was like, this is time. You're dying. Every moment that you're alive, you're dying. Like, what? I don't like what it does to my brain. Like, it's not for me. So I thought maybe being alone was the problem. Like, maybe I'm just not a cool person to get high with. You gotta know your faults. Like, I'm just not a fun high person. Like, I was like, oh, let me go with a group. So I got with a group of people, and they were like, oh, let's go on a journey. Let's go on an adventure. We went to Walmart, right? And just walked around for 2 hours trying to smell which frozen pizza was the best. Like, it's just not for me. The other thing that means that I'm never gonna fit in here, you guys are really not gonna like me because of this. I don't like dogs. Right? Right, okay, I'm sorry. Let me explain, okay? They're just not for me. Like, I see a dog and I just don't feel all that excitement that other people feel, you know? Everywhere I go around Austin, it's just kids on leashes and dogs in strollers, and I'm put off by it. Like, I don't know what belongs in the HEB, and I feel weird about it. See, I can't stand it right now because all of you are giving me that look that you give atheists. That's what you're doing right now. That's what you are doing right now. Everybody does it. They're all like, you're like a little bit mad at me, but also sad for me. Like, oh no, honey. No. You just gotta let dog into your life. You don't understand. When you let dog in, dog is gonna change things. Your heart is gonna soften. Things are gonna go better for you. You just gotta let dog in. I don't feel it. It's just not my thing. It's just not. I was talking to my best friend about it the other day. I was like, do you think anyone's ever thought of combining like dogs and religion? Like, is there a dog-friendly church? She was like, I don't know, but how fast can you get ordained? That sounds like money. Touche. Like my fear, I'm not even just that I don't like dogs, I'm actually kind of scared about them, which sucks because you can't tell people you're afraid of their dog. It makes them feel bad and they feel like they have to change things in their house. So I have this one friend who's really into dogs, and like, I kind of told like a little black lie to get around it. I say a black lie because I literally used being black to get around this. Like, I was like, oh, well, honey, all black people are afraid of dogs. Look it up. I love how you can say look it up and people are like, well, I mean, if I'm not gonna call her bluff. If she says look it up, I obviously shouldn't. So I told her that all black people were afraid of dogs because of the civil rights movement. Like, I was like, they sick dogs on us, and so we've been trained not to trust the dogs. And she's all like, oh, well, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. All this time, I've been inviting black people to my house, and they haven't been coming. Like, I am gonna exploit this, and I'm gonna make it work for me. I was that girl who was single for a really long time. Like, there's a certain point where you've been single so long that people go from being like, oh, you'll find someone, to being like, you know, it's okay that you're not gonna find someone. Like, it got to the point where people are inviting me places because they're like, oh, invite Jasmine, she's a plus none, right? She's not bringing anybody. It got to that point. And they started giving me like bad advice that they themselves would never take. That's how I know like stuff had gotten rough. Like, one of my friends was like, ooh, have you thought about dating an older guy? That's a good idea for you. Like, she's married to a guy her own age, but she suggested I date an older guy. So I dated a guy that was 20 years older than me. I know, judgment. It's like, there's nothing wrong with the May-December thing, but you gotta be prepared for that. Because I asked him a simple question. I was like, oh, what was the first movie you remember seeing on a date? And he was like, Superman? And I was like, oh, cool. He was starring Christopher Reeves. And I was like, oh, Christopher Reeves could walk and fly. Facts. That is interesting. I know. Don't judge me. I sound like a monster right now. I just didn't know. But you know what? Let me give you guys some information you probably don't know, all right? Dating this older man meant that I learned a lot about a lot of things, including sports. Like, did you all know that O.J. Simpson used to play football? I bet you thought he was a professional murderer. He had an interesting life. The things you learn. The best part about dating a guy that much older is that he knew how to make real plans. Like, guys in their 20s are just like, I don't know, just come over and you can like touch my penis through my jeans, whatever. All chill, no Netflix, just broke, you know? But see, older guys make plans. They know how to make real plans. They'll call you up and be like, hey babe, I found this great restaurant. I think you're gonna love it, all right? It's open, it's a great place, they sell Thai food, I think we should go. Are you free between like Monday and Tuesday from 2 to 6? That's when my Groupon works. Is that when you're free? Is that when you're free? I am dating a guy now. We've been together like a couple months. And the great thing about being in a relationship now is it means I'm qualified to give relationship advice. So you guys like want to hear my like number one piece of relationship advice? All right. Okay, if you're ever in a relationship and you want to spice things up and you want to keep it going, here's what you do. Let him hit you. No, sorry, that sounds crazy. No, let me rephrase. I'm not saying like let him hit you, but like get hit. Like get into a situation. Let me explain what happened. We were hanging out, me and my new boyfriend. We were hanging out one time and I tickled him and he just accidentally elbowed me in the face. Immediately he panics. He's like, oh my God, I love you so much. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Are you okay? And I was like, oh, did he say I love you? We just started dating. You see, he was afraid for me, and fear gives you leverage, right? Leverage creates control. Once you got leverage, you're in charge, all right? Don't do anything crazy, but like every now and then, just kind of like, you know, like if you catch him stretching, kind of pop that head where it's gonna go. Let it make contact and react. Oh, I didn't know you were so strong. I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise you by the third time you do it, he'll probably propose. And if he doesn't, call the cops. He hit you, you win.